Alright, welcome back to Spain's Kitchen Diaries. On this episode we're going to do a special episode. I'm excited. This is the second time I'm using my brand new Bandera Oklahoma Joe's smoker. We're going to do a family favorite, which is pork butt. Typically I would use Cosmos Hot Dirty Bird and inject it with Cosmos Moisture Magic. And I would do trim the fat and all that. But today we're going to keep it natural. I'm not going to do any trims, just simple salt and pepper. It's going to be a Texas style pork butt. Alright, welcome back. As you can tell from my probe there that it's about 40 degrees outside. So today is also an experiment because the first time we used the smoker during Thanksgiving, we had a hell of a time because we just used charcoal at first. Well, it wasn't enough to push heat through the smoker. So like I said, this is the second time I've used this. I went to go buy some wood last night. All they had was one bag left of post oak. And of course, this is from Thanksgiving. My stepdad gave me this. So this is all the wood I have to cook a 9.75 pound pork butt. Is it gonna last? I don't know. That's the experiment today. So we're gonna find out. I'm going to leave the vents wide open on the back, and I got the vent halfway open on top. I'm so used to using my regular go-to rub, but I'm eager to try something different. It's been 2 years since I bought the pit barrel. Right now I'm just going to feel around. Sometimes there's this little small circle bone, about the size of a quarter or a dime. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to smoke it fat cap up. When I'm smoking one of these in the pit barrel, I'll have fat cap down to help protect that meat. Through research, I've found that on an offset smoker, they typically smoke it with the fat cap up. So with that in mind, we're going to season meat side first, then we'll flip it and season our fat cap side, which is our presentation side. Alright, here we go. Alright, so what I got here is 1 part kosher salt, 2 part 16 mesh black pepper. And so right now we're gonna get her seasoned up. Kind of excited, this is fun, you know. Got a brand new smoker out there. I'm eager to get to know. I'm sure it's gonna be an experience learning it. Right now we're at 264. And really this doesn't have a lot of fat on it. Since we got more pepper than salt, we can really season the crap out of it. Alright, it's seasoned up. Let's get it on the smoker. Alright, so this is the water pan that came with the smoker. So the question is, to use water or not to use water? That is the question. And I think we're going to use water. Let's see what happens. I'm going to fill it up a little over half. So when I did the turkey, I only had about 1.5 inches, 2 inches in there. So this time I'm going to make sure I have enough because it dried out real quick. I had turkey drippings in the bottom of it, all hard and crap. Alright, so let's get the water pan in the smoker. Probably a little too much water. But, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, let's let that set for a minute and we'll get the meat on. Okay, so the apple chunks I put in, they already disintegrated. I don't know how long it's been, probably at least 30 minutes. So I just put post oak in there, a couple blocks of post oak. I started a timer so I could kind of get a feel of how long 2 chunks are going to last. I had the vents wide open, so now I'm going to go ahead and close it to about right there. My upper vent is about like that. My temperature is 218. It's slowly going up. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get this thing on. Alright, so we're going to get this probed. So one thing you got to pay attention to is you got the bone right here. So inside here, you don't want to have the probe above the bone, because that bone can kind of shield you from getting the right temperature. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go in through this side. And get towards the middle there. About 46 degrees. Alright, we're almost 220. Let's go ahead and get this on the smoker. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. So I got the bone facing towards the vent. Close this up. Alright, we got her on. Alright, we got the pork butt put on the smoker at exactly 10:30 in the morning. We got an internal temperature of 46 degrees, and we got an ambient temperature of 187, 190 now. Alright, well, let's keep an eye on it. Alright, yeah. 24 minutes, my temperature is dropping. We are at 211, it was 213 a minute ago. It's about right, about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna put 3 blocks this time and see how long that lasts. We're just gonna keep experimenting. These are kind of small chunks, so I'm gonna put 4 of these. We'll see how long these 4 pieces burn. Oh yeah. All right, let's see what that does. All right, it's been almost 7 minutes since I put those 4 blocks of wood on there. The smoker is getting close to 250. So we're a little over 18 minutes since I added those 4 chunks. So let's check it out. Losing my coals too. All right, let's try this. Might try just get it like that. All right, let's start our timer up. So we've been on the smoker for almost an hour. Those last 4 chunks I put on has brought us up to 267, 266. So a little hotter than we'd like. It's been about 6-7 minutes since I put them on too. So, all right. All right, it's been 22 minutes and we're dropping to 207. Let's go add more wood. About an hour and 10 minutes we've been cooking. We're at 68 degrees. Internal temperature of the pork butt, 203 we've dropped. It's been about 25 minutes. So now I'm getting down to, this small stuff. I really need bigger pieces of wood. I'm gonna try to find some somewhere. Most stores, they sell this chunk stuff like this. Let's add it. So we got about 15 minutes and the meat will be on for 2 hours. As you can see, about every 20 minutes, I got to keep adding. So I'm afraid to put too much on there and burn all my wood up and then not have any wood. That's where we're at right now. So the good news is the pork butt is at a steady trajectory heading towards that 170 mark. If I do run out of wood, I can always bring it inside. Once we wrap at 170, I can bring it inside and finish it off in the oven. So I do have that option. Internal temperature is dropping. We're at 220. Yeah, and I got less than a quarter of a bag of oak, less than a quarter bag of apple. See? Yep. Wonderful. Yeah, I need some good sized wood, man. So I'm gonna have to invest in a bunch of wood. It just seems like most local stores, they sell just the bags of wood chunks. And I need a lot more log than just a chunk. Frustrating. I don't think it's gonna last the whole time, because I know we're gonna end up hitting a stall. I definitely know it's not gonna last after we wrap and get up to, 203, 204. I don't know if I can sneak away. I live about, 15 minutes from a town where I can buy more wood chunk. I've got a dilemma. What do I do? All right, I'm gonna try calling my papa, see if he knows anywhere I can get wood or.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5807.
Calling my grandma now.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Speaking with Alex and, Adrian and Jamari and...
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to use this new smoker that Doug got me. So
Use what?
Doug got me a smoker at Thanksgiving,
Oh, yeah. Jamie told me that.
and I'm going through a lot of wood. So I tried calling Papa to see if I could find some wood.
Okay, hold on.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm trying to find some wood for smoking.
I don't got any. To smoke a brisket or something?
Well, I'm smoking a pork butt, and I'm using a new smoker, and it's just going through wood a lot faster than I thought. I just didn't know if you had any cut wood anywhere that might be.
No, I don't.
Okay.
All I got is 1x12 pine,
Well,
but
yeah.
it's boards.
Yeah, you don't want to use pine.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah, that would make it taste kind of
You
funny.
need oak or hickory or something. I
Yeah.
don't got anything. They got little bitty sacks of it.
Yeah, it's like $15 for one bag,
I know.
and I've pretty much used a bag. I'm about a little over 3 hours into the cook, and I've used a bag by now.
I know.
I need bigger logs is what I need.
I don't know. Can't help you.
That's all right. I'll figure something out. All right, love you.
We love you,
All right,
James.
bye.
Bye.
All right, I'm calling Atwoods.
Clinton Atwoods, this is Joanna. How can I help you?
Yes, I was trying to find some wood for smoking. Do you guys have logs, or you have the chunks?
We have it's like a red bag and it comes in a bundle. It looks like little chunks,
Oh.
like in half.
Oh, okay. How much is that?
That is, let me look it up.
Sure.
It is $14.99.
And that's for smoking.
I'm not sure, but let me go ask.
Okay, thanks. It's like 25-minute one-way drive.
You were wondering if we had the fire logs?
Yeah, it needs to be for smoking. Food.
Yeah, you can use it to cook.
Okay. All right. And you said $15?
Yes.
All right. You guys close at 8 o'clock tonight?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye. Bye. Well, shit. Guess I'm going to Atwoods. So I'm doing the one thing that you're never ever supposed to do. I'm leaving my smoker and my fire behind. As you can see, I'm on the road. Got about 21 minutes before I get to Atwoods, so that's about an hour. I got Jackie at home. I'm gonna call her and help walk her through to at least keep the coals going. I guess it wasn't enough wood, was it? Woo! Yeah. Well, hopefully this wood is bigger than a chunk. We'll find out. All right, so I just called Jackie. Looks like we're at 250 for ambient temperature. We're about 4 hours and 8 minutes into the cook, and I am driving down the highway. This is why I call this series Spain's Kitchen Diaries, because this is just so much fun. All right, everybody, I am officially excited right now. Yeah! Now, okay. Earlier, I know you guys saw that bag of oak that I had. That cost me 15 bucks. They didn't have oak, but they did have hickory and mesquite, and I decided to go with mesquite. I want you guys to check out this bag of wood. That is a huge bag with some logs in it. We're gonna be doing some serious cooking now.
Hello?
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah.
Hey, can you check the temperature, please?
130 and 177.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and, you see those 4 chunks of wood I laid out?
Yeah.
Go ahead and lift the lid. Be careful. Put those pieces of wood on that coal.
Okay.
So you got them on there?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Hey, you should see this.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this bag of wood.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like only $3 more than the other bag. All right, I'll see you when I get home.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, check out that bag. I did some reading on my phone. They had hickory or mesquite. I should have got the hickory, I guess, because I guess hickory is not as strong as mesquite. It is what it is. I wasn't gonna go back. See if that catches it. Yeah, so now my thinking is I'm gonna let this get started up pretty good. Get some of this dirty smoke out of here. Because if I was to close it, all that nasty smoke's gonna go in there. So right now we're at 134 internal temperature of the pork butt. Ambient temperature of the smoker is 134. I'm just glad to have some logs that actually are decent size. Okay, I think we're burning a lot cleaner now, so I'm gonna close her up. We'll just have to see what kind of heat that gives us. Yeah, I will say it's a good smoker, but one of my big complaints is the heat is taking off the paint. So I'm gonna have to buy more paint. It's not too bad over here. The underside looks good. Looks like so far it's just that spot. Yeah, you can smell that mesquite. We got some good next door neighbors, and I went and bought an axe so I can chip this wood a little smaller. All right, welcome back. All right, we are at meat temperature of 154 and internal temperature, ambient temperature of 213. So let's add some more wood. Oh yeah. Got a nice cold bed there. Try to keep them all together. Alright, we're a little over 7 hours cook time. Yeah, as you can see, the temperature is doing so much better now with those bigger logs. I mean, the spikes aren't... Oh, I know. You're alright. But yeah, it's a lot easier to maintain that now. Definitely. The temperature of the meat. Alright, there it is. We hit 170, we'll wrap it. Got a little too hot. 260. Alright guys, it has been almost 10 hours. We've been smoking this meat, which I knew when I bought it. It's a 9.75 pound pork butt, so I knew it was going to take some time. For almost 4 hours, we've been using this mesquite wood. And you remember how big the bag was? All right, there's the bag. And we've used, we got that much left. You guys think I had enough wood to begin with? No. So by my estimations, I'm thinking one of these bags is probably about an 8-hour cook on this thing. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I'll probably get some lump charcoal just to keep a nice coal bed going. It's probably good just to have 2 bags on hand. 2 of these every time we smoke something. That's where we're at. About to hit the 10 hour mark any minute now. Ooh, shit, it got hot, didn't it? 269. I'm gonna have to let some heat off. This is the hottest I've got this fire. So yeah, I got it arranged really nice where that wood is just catching on fire. What I've learned through videos is if you get it too hot, open this all up. That way you're not affecting your finished product. So we still got 7 degrees before I wrap. Until I reach that 170. Oh, 6 degrees. All right. Welcome back to Spain's Kitchen Diaries. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a few beers. All right, so we are 10 hours to 170 degrees to wrap. So I'm gonna pull it. We're gonna bring it right here on the We're gonna bring her right here. We're gonna wrap her up. We're gonna get it to 204. Then we'll let it rest for at least 30 minutes, shred it up, and have a very, very late dinner. Look at the bark on that. We still got water, that's good. That's a good bark. Oh yeah, that's a good, look at the bark. Look at that. Nice and squishy.
And
Look at the juice. Let's wrap her up. Looks beautiful. Now I gotta figure out a good spot to put my probe. Let me get my sissy gloves back on. Sissy gloves back on. $168. That'll work. Let's get her back in there. Perfect. Our water pan looking pretty good. We got a lot of floaties in there though. All right, let's close her up. Let's check our fire while we're out here.
Oi.
Going pretty good. There we go. Yeah, probably another a little bit longer, 10 minutes. All right, we got it wrapped. Now we're waiting for 204. It's my bad side. Okay, so now we're gonna make hog sauce. And so there's a channel on YouTube I've been watching for the past 6 to 8 months now. And it's Chud's Barbecue. I gotta give credit where credit's due. I took this recipe from Bradley Robinson and I'm gonna use this tonight. So without further ado, let's make this. Tell you what, guys, this just it makes you want to drink. I'm just glad I didn't start drinking earlier, or I'd really be in bad shape. So we got 20 minutes until we've been smoking this pork butt for 12 hours, and we've still got to let it rest for at least 30 minutes. I have cooked, God knows, I don't know how many pork butts on the pit barrel. I have never had a pork butt go this long. This is the longest by far. I think 8-9 hours is basically the longest I had on the pit barrel. Granted, it was a pretty good piece of meat. My goodness, 12 hours. We've got 20 degrees to go. Wow. And I've been keeping up with the heat. I've been keeping it going. I mean, it's been, I'm gonna say average of at least 220. I'm gonna say an average of 220. On the pit barrel, I struggled to keep maintaining temperature. I mean, it was, I think average on the pit barrel was like 215. This is interesting. This is nice to know. This is why I'm doing this, and I don't have people besides me and Jackie, and Jamie's about to get off of work. It's just a few of us waiting to eat. Now I know how much time it's gonna take, how much work. Six and a half, 7 hours, plus what I just put on. 11 and a half hours, we finally hit 200 degrees. I think it's time for a celebration. We got 4 more degrees to go, plus a rest. You ready? Oh yeah. It's the first one too. You believe that? I got beans going for tomorrow. We're gonna have chili tomorrow night. I mean, hopefully it doesn't take 15 hours to make chili tomorrow. So anyway, yeah, I'm alright with it. I'm kind of a busybody kind of a guy anyway, so I'm alright with it. For you guys out there, if you want to get an offset smoker, you're gonna have to put some work in. So in another 25 minutes, it'll be 13 hours this thing has been on the smoker. Yeah, that's where we're at. And if I had all kinds of people sitting there waiting to eat, this would be a epic fail, but not a big deal. Like I said earlier, this is all a test. Now we know, how many pounds of pork butt, how much wood, how much time. It kind of adds to the equation. So almost 13 hours later, we're about to hit our 204 mark to pull and let rest for 30 minutes. All right, this is exciting. We're eating dinner at midnight. That is a big pork butt though, I will say that. The water pan's got about an inch of water in it. Oh, that is a huge. That is huge. that is a big piece of meat. That's what she said. All right. Moment of truth. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to let the pork butt vent out any excess heat because you don't want it to keep cooking. You want the temperature to start coming down. Let me show you a little shot here while we're venting off the excess heat. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at the bark. We got juices in there. It's just pooling in juices. And the bark looks phenomenal. Ooh, nice and squishy. We'll be eating dinner at 12:15 in the morning. Yeah. 12:15 in the morning. I'm excited. Let's shred it up. That looks phenomenal. I think that's the juiciest, and I didn't even inject it. Ooh, oh man, I made a mess. Wow. Very juicy. Yeah, it's still hot. Really, you want to do it at like 150. See, the center of this is still 193. I think we're going to go ahead and just shred her up. Where's that bone at? There it is. Wow. It's hot. Lots of juice. There's the juice. More juice. There's a lot of juice. Show that. Pretty good. Ooh, damn, that's hot. Alright, so moment of truth. I'm going to try a bite on camera. This is 14 hours in the work. That is really good. I mean, that is phenomenal. I've done a lot of pork butts on the pit barrel, but you can't beat that. And you know, typically what I would do on the pit barrel, I would break it up and then season it. But this, I just broke it up. I didn't add any more seasoning to it. It's a little more tender, I think, than I would like. I mean, there's a lot of juice in that. All right, let's make a sandwich. Hands down, the best pulled pork that I have made in the past 2 years. Thank you for being with us today on this journey, this adventure on Spain's Kitchen Diaries. Until next time, we'll see you then.